We all fall down. Just like this show's ratings. It's episode 2. It's season 2. And yeah, things are going to get even worse this episode as we meet a family. But turns out the dad's with there, Chris Benoit.
The dad's no exactly liking this new lifestyle. He doesn't like this new apocalypse and he wants to end it all. Even though he is a religious man, I do find it a bit weird that he's willing to do this, but he thinks he's doing it for the better of his family. He's defeating the evil by taking his family out of the evil, so to speak. But yeah, we go from a boring premiere to an equally as boring second episode. You get introduced to some new characters who we are not going to see after episode 2, and it's like, literally, what is the point? Look, I don't think I have watched... Now, yeah, we're on episode 2 here, guys, but spoiler, we have watched up to episode 5. I don't think I've seen a more filler show than Fear the Walking Dead in season 2. Now, maybe it gets worse, I don't know, but from the first 5 episodes, I mean, this whole boat story arc, this has been filler.
Yep, and there's nothing you could tell me to dispute that, because that's exactly what it is. I mean, you can meet new characters on the water and go to Katrina Island, but it doesn't change the fact the plot is absolutely dead.
And like, it's not even like they gave us, oh, here you're meeting this family for one of the episodes. We're going to give you a couple of cool characters. No,
you're giving us 2 wee bastard kids. You're giving us 2 weirdo parents. They were weird. Nothing about them.
And like an older son who didn't really do anything apart from, he was like so robotic. Like, his only purpose there was to, like, kill the walkers that were turning up at the beach against the fences. That was pretty much it. He shows Chris how to do it, and then Chris starts doing it, and it's almost like Chris is getting enjoyment from doing it. I don't know if that's... Would you say that's correct? Or?
I would say he's releasing some anger on it. But talking about anger, Strand finds out for Travis, according to the log, the military has already burned San Diego to the ground, and that's not good news.
Burn it down! Yeah.
I'd rather burn it to the ground by Nickelback, mate. But okay, if you want to go for that, then fair enough. But Strand informs Travis that the boat is on its way, that's following them, and it will be on us soon. So Travis suggests Katrina Island, because it's got a ranger station. So what do? We go to Katrina Island. So essentially, Ophelia and Daniel stay on the boat with Strand. And this is weird, right? Because Daniel doesn't trust Strand. And he goes snooping about this episode. And he finds like an MP5. And he's like, what's he going to do with that? I don't know, mate. It's America and you're allowed to own fucking guns.
Yeah, so what? This guy's got a gun.
Doesn't mean anything.
I think it's perfectly normal. For a rich guy like this on such a nice boat like this, are you trying to tell me you're not going to get all sorts of people that might just
try and... But no, gets me, right? Daniel's making it this is a bad thing.
Daniel's probably got a gun as well.
The more fucking guns, the better.
Yeah, we've seen how Daniel responded in season 1 when the what's the family called, the main ones?
I don't know. I don't know what their last name is.
What's the dad called?
Travis.
We seen Daniel was like kind of disappointed in Travis when he found that, you know, he doesn't like guns and that he wasn't willing to use guns to like kill these walkers, because I think he viewed Travis a little bit weak and perhaps, you know, someone that I'm not necessarily saying would hold back the group, but maybe someone who wasn't able to make the tough calls in order to protect the group, or so to speak. But Daniel kind of strikes you as a guy that, you know, wants guns and he wants people to be strong, but then he finds that this Strand guy has guns, and like, I mean, all of a sudden he's like freaking out. He's not happy about this, and it's like, I mean, Strand knows the guns. If Strand wanted to use that gun on them, he could have done it by now.
Yeah, like, no,
he could have told them to get off the fucking boat if he wanted.
You know what this is? So this is just a 4th story arc for these 3 on this boat, while the other group deal with the family. That's all it is.
And I feel like it's to try and create a little bit of tension, but realistically there is no tension. It's like, Daniel's got no reason to be acting like this.
None? What I know,
I mean, I think they should actually cut,
what? Travis?
No, who's the black guy called?
Strand, that's
the one. They should actually cut Strand some slack. I mean, this guy could have kicked him off the boat, right? He doesn't owe them shit. In fact, he already let them stay on his property for a little bit. Now he's letting them stay on the boat, and I mean, he has this gun, he's not pulled out, he's not used it. He's like, if he wanted them off the boat, or if he wanted to use this gun on them, He's had chances to do it and he hasn't.
No, literally. As we go to the Gary house, Nick's playing with the wee kid Harry, and Harry says it'll be alright because we won't get sick because his family has quote unquote power pills, and if we all take them, we'll stay together. So Nick the junkie obviously thinks, oh, power pills, oh, I'll tuck myself into these, but he doesn't take them because we'll find out later why he doesn't take them. But like back to the whole Strand Daniel situation, like see when they were in Travis in like Madison's house earlier, say they found the handgun, is Daniel gonna be like, oh fuck, what are they doing with this?
Can't trust him.
No, honestly, this is where this show's awful. No, this is where shows in general are awful. See when they create tension and beef out of fucking nothing, like
Just to try and make something happen.
No, because obviously, obviously, not every human, right, is different. So people will find stuff like annoying or dangerous or whatever, right? And some people are more petty than others. But I cannot see one fucking reason why Daniel has a problem with this.
Just to try.
It's not like he's found weapons of mass destruction on Strand's boat. It's not like he's packing fucking nuclear warheads. He's packing in a submachine gun.
Yeah, or something sinister, like, you know, something that is like, why would he have this?
But Daniel is this evil fucking, like, former Mexican, you know, army guy.
Yeah, I haven't seen Strand torture anyone.
Yeah, honestly, I just do not get this. But
since I brought that up, I felt like even the torture scene was a bit fucking weak.
no, I know he's like just like cutting like the ninth layer of his skin off. Oh, petrifying, man.
Like, I'm not saying it wouldn't be sore, like, but it was almost like they did like the least cheapest,
the bare minimal torture scene.
Yeah, it's like the least like violent thing they could like.
But they were making it that this is sinister for Daniel. Even though I mean we've seen torture scenes where people get fucking limbs cut off.
Yeah, he could have been like hacking him up or anything.
I mean,
like
this is the sort of thing you would get fucking cut off your arm in order to put on like a different part of your body. Have you got burnt or something?
Yeah.
Honestly, this is garbage. But yeah, we have got Chris going on his wee rampage, killing walkers with pickaxes. Seth's like, you've got a good technique here. Almost thought for a second this was going to go down a Brokeback Mountain style here.
No, I thought Seth was getting one. Not like that. I thought Seth was going to die. I thought Chris was just going to randomly wipe out Seth here. I mean, that didn't happen. Look, we could spend a lot of time talking about this episode, but we'd literally just be doing it for the sake of trying to make a long video. Let's just sum it up. Basically, the wife of this new family doesn't agree with what her husband wants to do, and she kind of lets on to Madison, and she says, look, I can't stop him. He's like set in his ways, blah, 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 but at least save my children, and she wants them to take her kids, basically. So Madison, even though she has no right to do this, I mean, she's taking the kids away. I'm not saying this guy's right for what he's going to do, but I mean, this is just not Madison's call.
And the thing is, Nick only finds the drugs because he's looking for drugs.
Yeah, but
he's just some scummy bastard.
Yeah, but then the daughter ends up taking them, and accidentally, I guess.
Well,
she maybe thinks they're sweets, candy, whatever. She takes them and she dies. That leaves only the youngest kid and the older one. The wife's crying. They're all crying. And they see the packed bag, and the dad catches on that she's trying to get rid of their family.
Why wouldn't the wife go with her kids? Why, let's just give my two young kids this fucking group of strangers I've never seen before in my life.
Why wouldn't she say, can you take me and my kids with you?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Or when that guy comes back, like, when you've got the group there as well, say, here, you need to change your mind, or else I'm going with the kids on their boat.
Yep.
You can come with us, but that's it.
Yeah. Then the daughter turns into a walker, I believe.
Yep, she turns.
She bites the mother.
There's so many examples of fear where you don't need to be bit. But in the actual Walking Dead, it took them about 10 years to figure that out.
True. But you know what? I think it's because Fear the Walking Dead comes out after The Walking Dead. It's like, there's no point in them using that story again, where they don't know.
Oh no, true. No,
Now, I know I know technically it's the same time. I know because this show comes out 5 years later. That doesn't mean it's 5 years ahead. I get that, but it's like I don't think they're going to repeat the same sort of story arcs that we've already seen in the original.
Well, I mean, they do the exact same with the boat.
Well, they do, but they probably don't. They probably don't think they're doing it, even though we know they're doing it. But yeah, then the wife gets bit, and then the husband kind of, I don't know.
You can take Harry, man. I'm staying here in the roof.
I'm not leaving. So they take the kid, the young boy, and they try and rush off to the boat. And I mean, this young boy is literally just leaving his family. His sister's dead. His mum's about to turn into a walker, and his dad's crazy as fuck. And then they take him on the boat. Strand's like, he's not getting on the boat. And fair enough. Like, and then the guy's older brother comes. What's his name again?
Seth.
Seth comes.
Freaking Rollins.
Seth points a gun at him. He's like, "You're not taking my little brother." And eventually, they're like, "You know what? Just give him back."
There's a lot of like feedback for the group of here. No, you're not. You're not taking this kid. That's your brother. What? Who the fuck are they to decide?
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to take his brother, then he should be taking.
Why should the mother's opinion of what they should do with this child
overrule
the brothers
or the fathers?
Yeah. Like, I mean, at least you can say, well, the father's trying to kill the kid, and if you give the kid back to the father, he's going to kill him.
So,
but at least with the Seth, I mean, yeah.
Eventually, they kind of just, you know, they agree, you know, they defeat it. They give the young kid back to Seth, and I mean, that's really it. Seth
then shoots the mum, but I mean, how'd she get down there that fast, zombified? Who knows?
Yeah, this didn't make any sense to me. It
doesn't make any sense to me. You introduce all these new characters for not one of them to get on the boat. And then they just drive off.
Yeah, it's like
filler. No definition of filler.
Yeah, it's just the fact she got down there so quickly. And then
Daniel found a Mexico map beside an MP5.
What happened to the dad? Like, did Seth just take his young brother back to the house and live happily ever after, or did the dad say, right, the three of us are going out tonight, or we're going out in a blaze of glory? So basically they get back on the boat, and that is fucking it, guys. Nothing happened this episode apart from a filler episode where they met this family, then the family came to their demise, and the only thing that we discovered within the main group was that Daniel found a gun that, in all honesty, means absolutely nothing because it's America. Most people have guns, and like I said, on an expensive boat like this, why the hell would you not have a weapon to protect yourself and protect yourself from people potentially trying to come on your boat, rob your boat, and, you know, take your stuff? So, I mean, it makes perfect sense that Strand would have a gun. He's got it like secured. It's not like he's got it out in the open. It's not like he's been using it. It's not like he's been threatening it. He hasn't done anything. He's got a gun safely secured, like a safe gun owner would have. Yet Daniel is fucking taking a big problem with that because, I don't know, maybe because he's black.
Yeah, that's
it's the only reason I can think. Like,
anyway, this is one reason I can think. 0 out of 10. Awful.
I don't know. We haven't gave Fear the Walking Dead a complete 0 yet, and I don't know if I want to be the one to do it.
It was worse than the premiere in this episode. This didn't need to happen. Nothing what happened. Because it's just the people that died. Not any of them were good.
I'll give it a 1.
No, 0, right?
No, I am giving it a 1.
Well, that's alright. I'm giving it 0.5. But Daniel wanting to taking a problem with Strand having a gun, and then this group wanting to take this little kid from his brother. Fuck off. What? Anyway,
it's not like he found chemical weapons. Like, it's a fucking gun.
Anyway, though, this shows.
You'd be more surprised if you didn't find a gun in someone's property.
I mean, I'm not even joking. I think this season's going to struggle to get above a 2 for an episode. I mean, you'd like to think maybe the finale would, like, but I mean, I wouldn't bet my MP5K on it.
No, it's crazy. Like, there is some people out there that say Fear the Walking Dead's better than The Walking Dead.
Yep.
And I know people personally that think this, and it's like, I just
they
cannot
need to take one of those happy pills.
I cannot understand why. It's like I just do not see it. As bad as The Walking Dead got or ever gets, it can't be worse than this.
No. Like the fact that there's a potential Rick return.
And I get it.
That could happen at any point. Just makes it better.
The Walking Dead in later seasons gets super woke. It gets like super low budget. Gets super sci-fi, and I get that. But you tell me, Fear the Walking Dead, it ain't gonna get worse. If the Walking Dead gets worse with time, fucking Fear the Walking Dead's gonna get way worse with time.
Exactly.
Because The Walking Dead actually started off good. I mean, Fear the Walking Dead started off pretty shite and it's getting a lot shitter. So yeah, guys, 0.5 out of 10. Horrible episode, absolute filler. This, nothing happened. Like, honest to God, you could have, and some people might say this a lot. It's like, oh, if you missed that episode, you could have missed that episode and it didn't matter. You could have literally missed this episode and it did not matter.
You know what's funny about it, right? I actually don't even think that this family for this episode would even get mentioned again. I feel like the only thing mentioned would be like Daniel finding the gun, which is irrelevant because it doesn't actually fucking matter.
Yeah, no,
So,
this is...
Anyway, guys, till episode 3.
But don't panic, we've got a couple more filler episodes coming up.
Yep. Oh, plenty. Another 15.